Will okay.
Absolute
Cool
cinema by Aurora. You know, I was looking at that draft and going, Aurora, that glue's not gonna do much in the early game. That glue will struggle. Your lineup will struggle. You will lose the early. But apparently they had one idea going into this game. US, save us.
Yes, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
can see
trailer.
that this quote-unquote Harry Potter lineup, and you can see the mountain. Let's call this what? Mount Aurora.
Mount Aurora, yeah.
And we're able to climb.
Over there at, they climbed Mount Onyx.
They climbed Mount Onyx, then went down to their valley, which
Ako
eventually
보여지냐고 너?
they didn't get anything in the early stages. Let's just say
Yeah.
it that way. And to be fair, with Sicilian, if you play it correctly, yes, you can defend. But it will take a lot of patience, a lot of good mechanics, good understanding of the game, a lot of good, maybe morale boost from your teammates for you to pull that off.
Filipino MLBB is something else. And
Amen.
it wasn't just, as a Sicilian in this level, you
So,
needed to play
Sanilo,
a
no?
great game.
우리가
You needed to play the perfect game.
Yes, and everybody from Aurora played the perfect game. This is the part where when you're really down, you just tell your teammates, yeah, you can win, but you have to play it perfectly. And that is what Aurora did. So you can see in the last clash, if you look at it again, they picked the glue, which is in a way, it was Fnatic Onyx's mistake, but at the same time, there is a lot of thought that was put in there. But they needed the Eve to output the damage. However, Doming popped the Zaman Force to zone out the Eve together with the Bat's Impact.
Yeah, the bad impact.
하지만
Ultimate to zone out Eve.
지도
So
미안하구나.
when eventually Super Friends popped his ultimate, it was way off. He didn't deal any damage because he wasn't in the box where the glue should have been there.
Yeah, Bat's Feast and Sanguine Claws to zone Bat Impact to deal that damage. And over there, at the end, at the siege, we saw
저는
one
코마에
Bat's Impact
LOB하고나
coming with
LOB하고 코마
Sicilian took
따라야.
down the Clink of Kelra straight to 50%. Hopefully we get to do another one of these because I really want to see a Game 7. Aurora and Fnatic Onyx Philippines are putting on a show. Panel, please explain to us what to expect for this next game.
I would just like to ask everyone watching right now on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, all the stuff, all the comments. Press 1 if you want Game 7 for this one. Press 1. I'm gonna read all your comments later on, and also let us know why. Everyone wants Game 7. Do you guys want Game 7? I don't think everyone wants Game 7. Imagine if you're a super fan, you don't want Game 7.
Because Match Point Fnatic Onyx. I mean, imagine if you just tuned into the chat and there's all 1-1. You don't know what's happening.
Mr. Consistent, by the way, attending his 4th straight M Series appearances, M3. So this guy has been
보여 마사리고 너.အဲ့ကြောင့်နောက်ကျနေတာဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်အလုပ်နေနေရှိလို့နော်အဲ့
consistency is
နည်းနည်းလုပ်ပြီးသားခဲ့ပါနော်
Yeah, and someone consistent who we all know is one of the greatest analysts is here with us right now.
He's
again.
back.
Wolf is here on the couch.
Stop it. You know, you're making Red more blush.
အဲ့ဒါကျွန်တော်စမ်းနေတာအခုရောမစလို့နော်
He
ကိုရ
posted
တော့
this yesterday. He actually asked me, is it consistent for consecutive or consecutives? And I said, you don't have an S anymore.
Why?
He was writing his soft mid.
တော်တော်ဆောင်းမနေနဲ့
You mean that?
I passed him on the hall.
Oh, okay.
He personally asked me.
ဘယ်ပြန်ဆောင်းမနေနဲ့မဆိုင်ရောတပွဲတော့ဆော်လို့ရပါနော်
He proofread Edward's social media post.
Yes, it was so funny because I had to go to him after, right?
Yeah.
And he said, is it consecutive or consecutives? It's consecutive.
You know who's another consistent dude though?
What?
Other than Edward, this guy is consistent with slaying
Oh,
kings.
sorry.
He's not an RSG Philippines anymore, but he has a King Slayer's blood in him. Aurora,
ဘယ်သူနိုင်မယ်ထင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီပွဲကတော့
the reigning MPL PH
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဘာယူအော်အာရဲ့ hyper ကြိုက်နေပါနော်
World Champions Falcons AP Brand.
In the same playoffs.
Same playoffs.
In the same playoffs, guys. So this guy has been going into Green Sun Hotel.
ပြီးတော့နောက်ကျပါလို့ဆိုလို့ပါဗျာကျွန်တော်လည်းအလုပ်နည်းနည်းရှိလို့ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါကြောင့်
From being eliminated, but
အ
continuing.
လုပ်နည်းနည်းဖြတ်နေရပါတော့ဖြတ်ပြီးတော့လာခဲ့လိုက်
Right?
Yeah, and you know what? Also
အခုက
bothers me
မ
or
စလို့
really
လည်းစမှာလား
about me
မဆိုင်ရင်ဆော်ရပါနော်
is about his that. Oh, his eyebrows actually look like horns. It has tips.
Yeah,
sorry.
pretty much told
Have you
him.
brought that
Yeah,
up
I've
yet?
called him Demon Kite Mishima in the past.
Baby do
yeah.
The-
If you know,
okay, if you know, you know.
The man's
That's a
like the
different
lost
game.
Mishima relative.
That's a different game. Anyway, you're absolutely right. Thank you for bringing that up. So right now, I don't know if you guys expected we'd be here. We're setting up for game number 6 of Fnatic Onyx versus Aurora. Aurora are hanging on. I don't know. As you know, a John Wick antagonist would say, by sheer.
ပွဲရအဲ့မကြသေးဘူး
they're hanging on for dear
Okay, it's
life.
okay,
and
but
they're
also,
using picks that are only used. I
Pamela.
think that was only used once, right? That
Yeah.
Celion and
Super
also
Fritz
Wan.
used it.
So unbelievable that they
Pache, yeah,
turned
no?
their own
So-
weapons against them, and of course to kind of just add a little bit more
ကျွန်
flavor
တော်ပါချင်ရ
here.
ပါတယ်
This is
ကျွန်တော်ဒီပွဲတော့ဆော့မယ်နော်
and Demon Kite.
Yung SRG kasi ano, di ko pa
Mas
sila
follow rin, no?
kakalaban sa international tournament. Tingin ko ang gusto ko makatapat sa M6 yung Onyx or yung SRG, silang dalawa lang kasi yung Onyx natalo kami nung M5 tapos yung SRG hindi ko pa sila nakakalaban pero
Tingin
ang pinakita nila sa mga
yeah.
tournaments nila. Kaya tingin ko sila yung pinaka-hard lang or gusto ko makalaban.
You know, I don't blame him. Everyone wants to fight SRG, right?
เกมมูတူဆော့ပါမယ်ခဏပြအမ်မနော်display ကချာ display ကချာထည့်မယ် okay ပွဲရမစားသေးဘူးနော်မစားခင်တူဆော့ရပါနော်ကျွန်တော်တူဆော့လို့ရပါတယ်ဗျာဟောရိုနီကခင်ဗျတယ်ဟုတ်တယ် bro အဲ့ဒါကြောင့်နောက်ကျနေတာတဲ့ကျွန်တော်အလုပ်နည်းနည်းထက်နေလို့ပေါ့နော်ဆိုရပါဗျာအလုပ်နည်းနည်းရှိအခုတပွဲတော့ဆောင်းပါချင်ပါရမနော်ပြီးရ9မိနစ်ရှိတော့ဒီမှာတော့မပါတော့ဘူး
Have a seat. Sip some tea.
I'm a sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. No? Sorry. Hello, God. Oh, bro, that's it. Oh, bye. Can't print. Okay, bro, quiet, no? Bro, the Jan, cause you're both there, no?
We have for leisure are
Chizu ba,
far
de.
few between.
Bro, hi, ba. Oh, okay. ကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာနေနေပါနော်။ point 20နေမှာပေါ့။အဲ့ဆို bro ခွာရနော်ကျွန်တော် legend 2 mate ဆိုရင်နည်းနည်းတွေ့ပါနော်။
Even as a
Oh,
wanderer,
come here.
the days
Oh, okay,
we have
promo
for
code
leisure
ကျွန်တော်ခေါ်မယ်ဗျာ
are far few
။အဲ့ပွဲရဆမ်းတော့အနေနဲ့ဆောင်းမရအောင်။ Trap BB team နဲ့ okay team နဲ့ let's go bro bro ကူညီပေးပါလားတဲ့ကူညီတော့မရနိုင်ဘူးဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်လည်းတက်စီရော live မလို့ထီဘူးနော်okay okay let's go စမယ်အဲ့ဒီ bro ပါမလို့ခေါ်ကြရမယ်နော်တွေ့ရအရင်ကကျွန်တော်တို့စောင့်နေကြပါမပါ okay so let's go team တီးချကြအောင် bro ဘလူးအပေးကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဘာယူ Rora ရဲ့ hyper ကိုကြာရင်ပေါ့နော် သူများ recap တော့ဘယ်မှာစားရနေ
They're calling it. Or
မစားသေးဘူးစကားများနေတော့ပဲပေါ့နော်မချစ်ဘူးဆိုဟုတ်တယ်ပြီးပြန်ကြည့်ကြပါတော့ဒီပွဲပြီးဘယ်လိုပါကိုင်မလဲတီးကြမယ်ဆိုရတဲ့ကျွန်တော်တကယ်နောက်ကျပါစောင့်နေမယ်ဆိုရှိမယ်ဆိုတာသိပါတော့ကျွန်တော်လည်းအញ្ញံလောက်ပြီးတက်လာလိုက်ပါတော့9နိုင်ခွဲရောက်ပါဘူးစနေပါနော်စနေရရှိသေးအော်ပွဲပြန်စနေပြီ
Or if not, taking out the Matilda.
ဟေးသွားပြီပြန်စနေပြီဟေး
going over to the draft.
ပြန်စနေပြီ
Match.
Game ဆိုရင်ကြီးမားရမှာနော်
Which again, a lot of us didn't really expect would come here. We could see a bit of a change up. Again, I keep hearing Suyu over and over again, especially
မထင်တော့တကယ်ကြာမထင်နေ
Oh,
Okay အဲ့ဆိုကျွန်တော်ကဘယ်ပြန်ပြလိုက်မနော်
yeah.
Because I think it was
อื
Edith,
ม
Gotcha.
Harriet for Aurora.
Let's play together.
You got the gotcha for Fnatic on it.
Look, Louis, Fanny,
Eve.
Oh yeah.
almost got your full free picks.
Yeah, almost got it. Like
Okay အဲ့ဆိုစမယ်နော်
Egan was the one
Yeah,
who
but
called
then,
Louis. Got Fanny the Eve. I thought it'd be Louis, but yeah.
Edith would have been a great one.
Yeah,
But they pick it up.
Of course, if not, would take away the Matilda. Now, if not, Suyo got thought Vexana.
ဂိမ်းဆိုရင်ကြီးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Okay. So Aurora actually gave the Suyo to Fnatic
Oh,
Onyx
I'll go up.
Philippines. Edith Harith Alpha. Dang. That's a darn good first 3 picks, Aurora.
I think they have a very solid control, especially in early to mid. Gadot Gacha, you can't really destroy. Suyu's gonna go crazy, and of course, this Vexana is gonna stop any big death ball compositions from going wild as well.
You know, the thing I like about the Fnatic on it is literally the Gatot Gacha is their flex pick, because so far all throughout this series alone, both Brusco and Kirk has used the Gatot Gacha. So in terms of winning the XP lane matchup, they can actually
မစမယ်
adjust
တော့ဘူးနော်
to whatever Kirk prefers going up against Edith, considering the fact that Kirk knows how to play the Edith. This is one of his best hero, if not the best. So let's see how
Okay, Moscow
Fnatic
coming,
Onyx
yeah.
swerves this kind of lineup. Because a while ago, if you recall, when they picked this Gatot Gacha, their last pick was actually a Phobius that they swerved into. That Aurora
Cool,
definitely didn't expect. That's why they were able to take. I forgot what game was that. Was it game 3 or 4?
Game 3.
Yeah, game 3.
Well, could have been 4, yeah. 4.
That's right, and we are getting into the second ban phase here. Beatrix is gonna get banned out by Aurora. Rafaela and Pyramis
ပြနေပြီထင်တယ်
were banned out by FNOP. So that should be something.
Yay!
ဟုတ်တယ်
That
ပြ
should
နေ
be
ပြီပြနေပြီ
something, right?
ဘန်နေကြပြီနော် Rora ဖက်က Alpha ပေါ့နော် Alpha ထိုးတာ
Oh, wow, they're hammering down on the counter picks. Yeah,
Only
could
pick
be
up.
tough to Lunox here of your Keldra.
Alice.
Still got the Claude, but you don't see enough picks right now. You can pick your rover
ကျွန်တော်
now.
ဂိမ်း
Oh, or-
ဂိမ်းကိုစ
sorry,
လိုက်ပါ
EXP
နော်
laner.
မ
I
စသေးဘူး
really
ထင်နေရ
think this
ကို
is
ရ
gonna go into the
စ
hands
ပါ
of Brusco.
Right, we got Hylos open. We got Moscow locked in for Kelra. We're gonna leave their roamer / XP laner for last year for Fnatic Onyx.
So
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm quite sure this Edith is an Edward pick. So right now for Aurora to take
မော်စကိုနော်
Mid
ကျွန်တော်အခုကင်ထား
pick,
မော်စကို
Rome.
Rome Tig and sorry,
Tig still open.
Tigger, Cho,
Tig Cho.
and then Aurora.
Aurora.
you call
Hype,
it.
I'm thinking Renegade Tig here.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
မစမယ်ဆုံးမလဲဘူးနော်
two options for each. Tig,
ဒရော
Cho, Aurora, Zask.
I love the Zask throw there. That actually does feel like it can kind of.
Oh!
Renicho.
Oh, you called it!
So Renicho and Aurora for you. And I know, if you did your homework, if you're FNOP, these are very common Aurora picks.
This is not looking good for Fnatic Onyx PH.
What's a good thing to pick here for last though for them?
Phobius.
cool
Oh no, but it's the alpha. They have to think, dude, are they willing to get the Phobius? Or
Do they go utility here for Rome and just switch Kirk up to the Gatot Gacha?
Something that won't be immediately cancelled out by Aurora. The Frigid Glacier, Pride of Ice.
what if they just end up going Tig? Oh no, but there'll be Purifies there. And big ticket ultimates against lineups that have like a second life, like an Aurora, shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
you're gonna get punished, right?
Ruby.
That's Ruby Rome.
Yeah, this is an answer to the show.
ကျွန်တော်
answer
အခု
to
ဂိ
the
တ်ထဲရောက်နေပါတော့
Kareth, but Ruby into the
Decree
Edict,
to
this
always
is not
yamayam.
the most glowing record.
That's right. It's maximum disruption here. That's being presented by FNOP against Aurora with a very, very good swing pick.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about Ruby and Edith, right? How will they fare? How they fare against each other?
Yeah.
Whether what position? They're very 50-50 in their record this season. Similar to this game, it's a tough call. 50-50
အခု
for
က
me.
hyper ပဲကြည့်ရမှာနော်ကျွန်တော် hyper ပဲလိုက်ကြည့်
You
hyper
think-
maximum
You really think we have a game 7?
အကုန်လုံးမိုက်ပါတယ်
I
ဘယ်
mean,
လို
it's
ကြည့်မှရ
not
မလဲ
far. Again, toss a coin.
ကိုယ်ကအ
you
ဖက်
throw it
ကြီး
over.
ပြသွားနိုင်ပါနော်
And we'll see. Leo and Naisu give us game number 6 here in the Land of Dawn.
ဂိတ်စီတော့ရောက်သွားပြီလား
Defiant to the end, the light refuses to die. One game at a time. No other team has pushed the league's top seed like this.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Taking them through the ringer. That's what Aurora's done, and it looked like it was almost
ဘယ်လိုစနေပါ
done
နော်
business the previous game.
Looked like a
man,
ကျွန်တော်စနေပါပြီ
looked like at that point, but
မ
hey,
စသေးဘူးတင်တယ်ဒီက
that's not the case because now we're here in game 6, and you got to give it up to Aurora for what they did. They dug down, made it work, and now with this lineup, Leo, I like both of them. And I have to agree with Renmar. At this point, I'd say 50-50 because both of them have their strengths in the early game, and both of them have their
Right,
strengths as the
Bilbet,
game scales up. Look at this too. I mean, even in essence, this is Renegade picking
I
up
can't
the
make
show,
it.
which he loves to use. Should be able to get out. Kirk charging up the Unbreakable, but won't find anyone.
I'll tell you now, even before that whole skirmish, I'm actually feeling Rora's draft. Especially in that last pick, where it looks like Brusco and Coach Wynot discussed a little too long exactly what the roamer was going to do.
ဘယ်စကူပါနော်ဘယ်စကူအားကြောတော့အခုက only ရနိုင်ရောဘူးနော် only
There's Aurora.
ဟိုညီမတို့ပုံစံမျိုးဖြစ်နေပေါ့
What
ညီ
do
မ
I do?
Do I take like no BJ, you got a Ruby. And I think it's,
ကျွန်တော်က
it's a
ဂိတ်ထဲရောက်နေ
solid
ရတယ် sorry
compromise until we see it pay off.
မစသေးဘူး
Right now, I'm feeling more Aurora, and maybe we do go to game number 7. 30 seconds until the turtle spawns, lower quarter of the map. So far,
Yeah.
is it just me or is it because of the back and forth nature of this bout that we've witnessed? But neither team crossing the river too much. Like neither swarming
Yeah.
the opposing jungler.
It's a little more like in check. You
Enemy
know,
hyper
except
cover
for
down,
that,
no?
Edward flickering on in. They want to lock him down. They're going to go for
Oh,
Briscoe first.
sorry.
Fight still breaking out. Keeping it. That's the Soul Sever we've seen before. This time from King Kong. Looking for more after that double. He's going to start up the turtle here. Renegade just given the vision. I don't think they can do anything about it. Takes a shot.
sorry sorry ဂိတ်ထဲရောက်ပါအခုက only ပဲတာနေပါနော် only ပဲနိုင်မလား
Nah, you let
Oh.
King Kong eat.
Bro,
He
I know,
wants
bro,
the
I-
turtle, he gets the turtle, and Renegade just
Shit.
confirmed the inevitable.
Right.
Even Kite now in recovery mode, just going for his own orange, and then for sure,
A chinny
what
roll, no?
happened there, what
Bro.
happens in the first turtle, that fight will dictate the pace of the next one. So
Yeah.
Fnatic on it, ahead now for sure. Looking at the gold, a good chunk of it on King Kong. He's now at 600, 700 up. And Brusco, he's just happy to serve. He's just happy to help.
The problem with that too, there's the pull in. Renegade gonna flicker in, Way the Dragon, right on Mark, right on Brusco, flickers in, relying on the Eternal Guard, appeal for him, and Brusco will live. Going back to it too, again with King Kong. Hold on, there's the jump.
Dear
Looking for
God.
more, Edwards in trouble. King Kong picking up another kill. This is what I was saying. He only had a Fury Hammer, dude. But because the Soul Sever does so much damage, even without items, you get a little extra penetration through. It doesn't matter if you're an Edith.
His kit is what makes up for it. And look at that. Demon Kite can't even mirror the invade. And already Kirk is wailing away at the energy shield. 1,000 gold up. Fnatic Onic, just the hero itself. Some would argue that the Alpha is the perfect foil to these high damage, bursty heroes.
Yeah.
But when King Kong gets into a
Oh,
foil
no.
like this, oh man!
Domel, just like that. Look at the damage. That's big damn. You
That-
can't stop that.
That is the image of Big Damn. You look at Big Damn in the dictionary.
It looks like that. Here's more. Looking for more, and Red J feels it too. What's going on here for Aurora?
That's Exhibit B.
That's Exhibit B.
And the turtle hasn't even spawned, so this definitely sets up Fnatic Onic for more wins on the map. They're at 2,500 gold up already. 4 minutes in. Demon Kite just built his War Axe. Edward's in trouble. AOG!
AOG running the mark. Spear of Alfred to answer. Again with the Soul Sever. He's going to jump in under the turret. Kirk finally goes down. They're going to battle it out. They lock down King Kong. Won't get away from the Hitman. Looking to turn the tide
이게
here.
보이면 사려주냐 보야
Take a little bit of
싸워보나
poke damage. Brusco and Super Prince here, but they might be able to take this turtle.
Huge bounty. Huge bounty on King Kong. And now suddenly Aurora in control. Second turtle
Look at
going over
Renegade.
the Northern Lights.
Renegade just doing work. Keeping him at bay. Might be looking for more. Again with the kick. They go in. Demon Kite. Who's he going to be able to get? Again, he gets pulled this time by
no.
Brusco.
He goes
Could be in
back.
trouble. The Soul Sever going to be used, and Demon Kite left to the whims, and Renegade tries to help out. King Kong still alive. They lock down Kirk. Kirk looking for more, but they'll disengage. This is now a battle in Game 6.
It's a fight. Aurora may have overstayed their welcome. Maybe 5 seconds too long. A few feet too deep into Fnatic Onyx jungle. And what did that get him? Well, to be fair, Demon Kite is closer now to King Kong. What is that, like 600 gold in between?
Yeah,
It definitely was much worse like 2 minutes ago.
He made some big moves, and they had to. Like, that whole thing, the way they responded down at the bottom lane, kind of started them getting back into position. So this is exactly what Aurora needed, because, you know, just a little bit ago, the lead was already ballooning past the 2K mark.
Yep, approaching 3. And with Doming here picking up the Starlium Scythe, I'd reckon Renegade might want to start picking off random heroes hanging out up top and serving up a kill to Doming so that they can make some leeway there. King Kong coming out of the bush.
어허를 낑까오 뭐나
낑까오
어페이 아니구나 저기
corner of the map. They make a concealed play. Is this wise to try and kill Kirk? He's a chunky boy.
They might try to
Oh.
trade around here. Kirk just going to AOG on out. The turret, though, is going to be taken. Meanwhile, up top, Doming was forced out of lane, so it's going to be a trade across the map for the tier 1s.
All right. Bottom goes over to Fnatic. Top lane to Aurora. And now they set up for the final turtle. Upper corner. Brusco and King Kong holding this bush. Renegade slowed down. I think Renegade has to start protecting himself and keeping that kick for when it actually matters.
I think he played the early portion really well. And now we'll see if he adjusts. He's looking to set up here in the mid lane again for the turtle. Edward goes down. There's the kick right on the mark. King Kong could be in trouble. Into the frigid glacier as well. From UA, but Kelra unleashed it on the backside. Looking for the pickoff. Everybody split up though. As Kelra finally goes down. The 2-for-3 trade. But Rora will win the turtle battle as they secure the last one for the game.
What did I say? The next standard is now. And that gives Aurora the final turtle of game number 6. Suddenly Fnatic Onyx lead, kaput, nada, zip. And they're pushing up top. Bottom lane is still in control.
Yep.
And suddenly Fnatic Onyx have to check bushes now more often. It's clear that Aurora are in the driver's seat. And I'm not going to say it's all Renegade, but he played a big role. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
He's played a massive role in this. And what you're noticing is he's angling those kicks right on the mark towards UA. A lot of times if he's kicking one, it makes FNOP respond, and then they get set up into a frigid glacier. Like, that is as choreographed as it gets. I mean, look at him right now. He's providing a ton of vision too.
He's fine.
Might actually go in for something, not committing to it. But this is what has to be handled here. FNOP has to be able to go ahead and contain what Renegade's trying to set up.
He forces out so much for so little. It's economically unfair for Fnatic Onyx to respond to Renegade, but that's what he does. That is what the Hitman does best. He did it yesterday against Falcons. He did it the other day against Blacklist International.
Yep.
8.5 minutes in. The Lord is spawning in the upper quarter, and they're making sure that the long lane is good.
Gonna get pulled. I'm offended. They're tired of Renegade dancing in front of him now. King Kong jumping towards Yue, looking to crash him down. They'll take out Yue in the exchange. Doming has to pop the Zaman Force, but they'll back off after losing at 2. Demon Kite still in the mid lane, trying to keep things together.
And seemingly, Renegade is the anchor being of Aurora. He goes, Yue goes, and suddenly the offensive maneuvers of Aurora are like, all right, we're back in the back seat. We're back in the ropes. And because of that sudden response by Fnatic Onyx, they can't control the long lane anymore. The lane is pushed in.
Yeah.
Fnatic has 1,000 gold up. And they have to find a way to get Renegade back into that flow. They have to trick Fnatic Onyx into thinking, we can't do this. Not without killing Renegade.
I think this is where you really, again, have to be able to find the mark if you're Renegade. He's going to get spotted out of that bush. So won't be able to play from that angle like he did previously on that last turtle. So still the stalemate right now for this Lord take.
And what makes this such a difficult job for the Hitman is Brusco. I think you keep your eyes on Brusco, and you already know where Renegade has to go. And they can't be in the same spot. If Brusco gets his way and gets a good hook in, that ruins Aurora's entry point. See, look how Brusco's keeping that pixel brush. That's key for Fnatic Onyx to keep this Lord dancing.
All he has to do is sit there too, you know? He's even got that flicker available, so it's a little bit, if he decides to, they want to go for it and go for that pull with the I'm offended flicker. They can. They can actually set it up, but they don't have to. They don't have to force it.
And the only one who can really afford a hook check is Doming. Because Doming has a Purify.
Yeah.
But if you purify that hook, you're missing out on so many other things you need to purify. The AOG, King Kong stun on a charged surge, Super Princess ult. It's literally a bad idea. So that's why Brusco single-handedly is also keeping Fnatic Onyx in the game here, in the Lord Dance.
They'll still take the calm approach for it. Gonna go in. Actually, there's the pull into the Eternal Guard. The Spear of Alpha, though, from Demon Kite. We'll be able to find 2. It's a double for him for now.
Oh.
And King Kong on the defense has to get out. This could be a Lord take for Aurora now after a great setup.
Yue was just too much. He dropped bombs, ice bombs, blizzards on Fnatic Onyx. And that led to a Lord score. Couple of kills too. And I thought it was a good engage. I could have sworn Brusco was going to change the tide of battle. I thought Super Prince was going to drop a good ult.
Yeah. This was, again, a
보여요, no?
showcase of
보여요.
the things that Aurora has to play around
좀.
with. Even if it's not Renegade starting those fights and starting them up, if they just respond the correct way with the tools they have, with this lineup against Brusco pulling them, then they can win those fights because it's so devastating. No matter where FNOT goes with this lineup, if they're bunched up, they get frozen, and then a Spear of Alpha or vice versa. It's really difficult to escape that kind of setup. So how do they approach that fight?
오늘 왜
What's
날
worse for Fnatic Onyx is they actually want to keep fighting. They actually want to keep playing footsies. But the fact that Aurora hide themselves so well makes it difficult for Kirk and Brusco to find a sure hit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kirk's stacks on the Thunderdog.
Oh, look at the junglers.
It's looking lethargic. I'm pretty sure that's at single digits right now.
Both junglers just handling up that far lane up top. Lord slowly making its way down the bottom. We're going to have to keep an eye here on King Kong. Which way is he going to go? Is he going to look to actually sandwich off Aurora? Lord finally being worked on here by FNOP. Looks like he'll just get the call to go back to base. They defend for now for Fnatic Onyx Philippines. After that, Lord.
Despite this being a small lead at 1,500, I think Aurora and Fnatic Onyx PH knows that that's more than the true story. Aurora are controlling the map, and that's allowing them to actually just make plays like this. Whoa!
They're gonna go in. They dive on in. There's the Frigid Glacier again! Able to find 2. Brusco and King Kong out of the picture. Brennan J holding down the front side, goes in for the kick, gets the purify out, and again, Demonkind follows through. Rora's looking to cap this one out.
Right,
They
must
still
go
have
there.
to wait for the minions, but Kelra will survive. Not enough minions to end the game, but Rora, do they want to still go? It's all Kelra left alone here.
10 seconds.
The minions marching in, and Rora sees Game
So,
7
that's
in
it.
sight, and they'll take us to it. Game 7's upon us for the grand final.
ဆိုရင်တော့ဟိုမြန်မာနဲ့တူနေပြီပေါ့နော်မြန်မာပါလေ
Going all
ဆို
of
ကို
the
နဲ့
way.
မတိစီလို့ပေါ့ဆိုရင်နော်
It's a new age.
နောက်ဆိုတော့ဘွဲပေါ့တော့တွေ့တွေ့ဖြစ်နေပေါ့နော်
It's a new age
မရတော့ဘူး
for the
တဲ့
Filipinos. And it's these two teams leading the
โอเค
charge.
အဲ့ဆိုရင်ဒီဘွဲတော့အမြင်ဆွဲရမယ်နော်
They
မ
are.
တူတူပဲ
Game
So,
7 in the grand finals.
ဖို့စင်မောတော့လေ
Let's throw
ပြာ
it
ရေး
over
ပေါ့
to
နော်
Infinix Game
အားပေးနေ
Tampaya
ပေါ့နော်
to
ပြာရေး
analyze
ရောတွေ့နေတော့
what we just watched.
တူတူလိုက်ကြည့်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဆိုရင်မီတော့မီပါပါဒီဘွဲ
Is,
ဒီပါပါ
Let's go!
Let's go
is there like any way we can just not
I know
analyze,
what.
just look at
Let's
the
check
screen?
when I-
I told you.
ခဏချက်လိုက်ပေါ့နော်โอเคပါတင်လာပရိုကေးပါတင်ဆုံးမနေနော် run ဟိုမှာကြာလိုက်အခုတွေ့တွေ့ချင်းနေပါနော်ခုနကပြောမဆိုးနော်ကျွန်တော်ခလိုက်အခုတွေ့ဝတွေ့ချင်းနေပါပြီနာဘဒူပါချင်းလည်းမတွေ့ဘူးကြဘဒူအုံနေဝင်နိုင်မှာဗျာကိုလောက်ရဲတယ်တဲ့ဟုတ်အခုတော့အချိန်နေထိပါနော်ကျွန်တော်လည်းဟိုကြိုက်နေပေါ့အခုစိုးမဆိုးပေါ့နော်ကောင်းကင်းတာပါရောကင်းကောင်းမိုင်းနေပါနော်โอเคဘဒူမှာဘရိုဆူဂျူလာကမ်ပွင့်မှာဘာလို့တင်နေတပွဲအမြင်ဆိုတော့ပြန်ကြည့်ပါနော် final ပွဲပေါ့အခု final ပွဲရောက်ပါပြီပေါ့နော်အခုကဘယ်လိုထိသွားလဲဆိုတော့ဒီဝိုင်း3ဒီဝိုင်းပေါ့နော်နောက်ဆိုတော့ဘယ်ကြမှာနော်နောက်ထောက်မယ်နောက်ထောက်မယ်ခုနောက်ထောက်မယ်နော်
ဟုတ်ဒါမှမဟုတ်ဝိုင်းရပြပြီးတော့ပတ်ကြည့်ပြန်ဆက်ရင်တော့ရတယ်
တူပဲဒီ
နှစ်ခုအဲ့လိုရ
ငါဟုတ်လားနှစ်ခုပြည့်တယ်
ဟုတ်လား
ငါဟုတ်လားထည့်ရတယ်ငါဟုတ်
ငါထည့်ကြည့်
我那个包啊，
ရငါလုံးမအောင်ကောအဲဆိုင်ဟို event တော့ ACD ကြောင်ရောက်တယ်နော်
1 win 2 win တာပေါ့နော်ဟိုနေ့
ဒီချောပြောနေလေမင်းငါကလာကြတယ်အေးပြီးတိုင်းမလားစက်တစ်ဒီနေလို့
ဟာရအေးပါကွာအေးလို့
ငါလုံးမပြောကြီးမင်းကငါလုံးမ
အေးလို့ပြည့်ကိုရောက်အေး
ဟိုဆရာမို့အကောင်ဘလောက်ပဲကောင်းကောင်းရအကောင်ဖះเจ้าငါတို့ office တေးမှာပဲရောက်
little one less
ဟိုရပတ်ကြည့်ပြန်ပေါ့အဲ့ဒါပတ်ကြည့်ပြန်ပေါ့
ငါပဲကြီးရရှိတယ်ငါကောင်ညနေကတော့ဝင်ပြီးတယ်
ရအောင်ညကြအဲ့ဆိုင်ကြီးကတောင်းတာလေ
တရားပွဲပဲ for me ပါပေါ့နော်
ပတ်ကြည့်ဆိုရင်လည်းတော့ပြတ်ပါဘူးအေး
အဲ့လိုကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ကတော့ bishop ပဲထည့်ပါပေါ့နော်
ပတ်ကြည့်ရ
ကောင်းလိုက်ခါပေါ့ KK က
ဒီကီလို့
ကျွန်တော်လည်းအားလို့ဖို့ရပါနော်
ဟုတ်လား
ကြာရဆွေးနေပြောရပါနော်
ဒီတော့
တော့မဟုတ်ဘူး
ကျွန်တော်8ခွဲကြော်တော့ T ရော stream ပေါ့နော်8ခွဲကြော်9ထိပေါ့zoom တင်နေရှိတယ်ပေါ့နော်
လွတ်တယ်ရဒီဟာလိုက်လွတ်တယ်လို့ပြ
အော် match မကန်မယ်ယော
ကန်ယူကွာ
ဝန်နေပဲပေါ့ကချန်ခါကြဒီ
ညလေးဟမ်တကင်းရော
အဘူဇာလွနေတယ်
အေးမစတာနော်
ဟာအေးမှာကိုမြမရဆရာ
ဟင်
ကိုမြမရဆရာမွန်ဖုန်းနေနေ
ဦးမျိုးဒီဘူး
ဟ
Okay, okay.
都問你做個套喎。
စိန်နာကိုမနော်စိန်နာကို off လဲရတယ်ပါရမဲ့ရရပါနော် Okay ပါ Okay bro
အဲ့ငါ့ကိုဖုန်းလေးနဲ့မှငါဟိုအကောင့်ကြည့်ရကြိုင်းခဲ့ကို
But that's cái gì mà.
နောက်ချက်တော့ဆိုပြီးပါတရား
အေးဟုတ်ကောလာဒါကြီးရတယ်
Ý đâu được con là nói.
ကျွန်တော်စကင်မနိုင်နေရ only win တဲ့ကျွန်တော်တော့နှစ်တင်းလုံးအပေးပေါ့နော်အခုroyal ရဲ့ကင်းကောက်ရဲ့စကီးကိုကြည့်ချင်ပေါ့နော်သူရဲ့စကီးဘယ်လိုပြန်ပြပါမလဲပေါ့ကြည့်ချင်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်နိုင်ငံမဟုတ်တော့အပေးပေါ့နော်နှစ်တင်းလုံးမိုက်ပါလေ
Ý bảo mấy anh chú vậy.
yes
အရင်ကလေးသား
pro မပါပါနီကို pro နီကိုဒီနေ့ကတနင်္ဂနွေဆိုကျွန်တော်အစနာမလို့ပဲပေါ့နော်ဒါပေမဲ့ရင်းနေတိုင်းရင်းနေဆို
ဟမ်
ဆက်ရင်းလိုက်ပေါ့နော်
အေးပေါ့
ကိုစဒီနာ
ဟာဟာ
မိမပါဒီပွဲပြီးရင်
ငါစကွာတဲ့ဝင်ကြအေးပါကွာ
ကိဝေကတော့ event လာရောပေးချင်ပါနော်ကိဝေအဲ့လို
မင်းဝင်နေတာ
တစ်ပတ်မှာတစ်ခါတော့ပေါ့2ယောက်3ယောက် random ပေါ့နော်
အေးမထဲက
wiki ဘက်ပေါ့
အထဲဟွာနဲ့
event လာရင်ထည့်ဆိုရင်event မှာပါ3ယောက်ကွတီရောနော်
နဲ့စားတယ်ကောင်ကွာ
ဒိုင်မွန်100ထိပြီးသားထိပါပေါ့wiki ဘက်မှာထည့်လိုက်ရော
အကောင်ကွာ
ဆိုတော့ဇိုင်းရော before ရှိပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ပတ်တော့ပေါ့နော်
မင်းစကွာထဲကကောင်
ဒါတော့
စ
ပေါ့
ကွာထဲက
event
ရိုက်ပထားကွာ
နောက်နေ့ကြောက်တွဲရတော့မယ်ဟုတ်လား
တော့ဘာမို့အကဘာကို
ကျွန်တော်ညပဲတွေ့မှာ
ဒီ
ည
က
ပဲ
ငါလာ
ဆို
ခေါ်
တော့
တာလို့ငါ
ဘရိုအားချေတာကြည့်ပေါ့နော်
ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီ
စားလေကျူစားပေါ့နော်
အမတိလူတွေကောင်
ကျွန်တော်ကကြောက်မတက်ဘူးနော်ကြောက်ကနားလိုက်ပေါ့နော်တဝက်တည်းနဲ့
ဒါကြီးကိုဝမ်းလို့ဒီတော့တော့ဘုံမနေနေပြေးတယ်ပေါ်ဆက်တယ်
စားမစားတော့ဘူးပေါ့နောက်ပွဲရတော့
ထွက်လာပဲကောင်အားလေ
အော်ရေအဲ့ဒါမိုင်ဒီ
ကောင်လေးတော့
မိုင်ကျွန်တော်ဆိုအိုးအေးလားဒီပြောမှာ
နော်
ကိုတင်ရမှာပဲအဲ့လိုရရှစ်တန်ကြီးရပါမသိဘူးတော့တော်တော်ညံ့ထဲပါဘူးနော်
ကောင်းကြီးစကွက်ထဲပြန်ဝင်ရတယ်ကော PS ကွက်ထဲကောကောင်းကြီးအဲ့ဒီထဲမှာလီတာတွေ့
ဟုတ်တယ်
ဟောတယ်အဲ့တော့ဘောကတော့မမျိုးပေါ့အေးပါကွာအဲ့ဒီမှာငါတို့ကောင်းကြီးလည်းလုံးထားတယ်ရတယ်ကွာအဲ့ဒီမှာကောင်းကြီးတယောက်ကိုငါတို့အကုန်ထွက်တယ်အဲ့တော့လီတာတွေ့တယ်
အဲ့ဒါ
Thế hỏng gì, xử lý ngay giờ con lại.
မိုက်တယ်ဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့လိုချင်တယ်
ဒီမှာလာကောင်းကြီးပဲ
first page UI ပေါ့နော်
ဟိုငါဦးကြ
ဘယ်လိုချီးသူမရှိဘူးအစီအဘူးနော် okay okay ပြန်တော့ let's
Ông
go
đi viện nào mà nào cũng ra.
ဟောလာကင်းတော့အချိန်ကြီးမရကြတယ် ဘာကိုရလဲရောက်ရင်ဂျေကောကြီးကဂေါ်ကြီးလို့ရဆွဲလာမိတာ
ကျွမ်းညီမနည်းနည်းဝင်လိုက်ရော
ကဲဂေါ်ကြီး
အော်အေးမိုက်တယ်မိုက်ဆက်ကျုပ်တော့ငဲ
မိပဲတဲ့
ကြောက်ဝင်လာပြီဟုတ်ဟုတ်
ညောင်ငါပြောမယ်လေးနဲ့လေ
I can't bro I can't
အလုံးကတော့ကောင်းရဖင်ကကလေးပဲကောင်းတယ်ကွာ
Thế hỏng gì, xử lý. Nó có là xử lý ngay giờ rồi.
အေး
Có gì.
အေးရလေကွာဘာချကြီးခေါ်တာ
အဲ့ဒါ just ကြည့်တယ် just
ဒီကဖိကြပါဦးဖိကြဒီပဲအော်တော့ကောင်းမကောင်းလေ
ပြောကိုဒီပွဲပြီးရင်တော့တင်ကြည့်မို့နော်
ကဲ
only we are final ဆို
ငါဖန်ကိုကြီးကောင်းတယ်ကောင်းတယ်ဟိုရတကယ်ကောင်းတယ်ဆောရီဆွဲလာ
တော့ကွက်တီပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်ခက်မှန်ပြီးပြေးလိုက်ရော
ဟိုမှာကိုကြီးနဲ့ထောက်
ဖြီရောချက်ကင်ပဲပေါ့နော်ချက်ကင်ဆန်အိုတို
မမီပါဘူးဟုတ်ကဲ့
5 ပဲတော့တော့ပြီးပါစေ
ရဲဆောင်းမောနေတာလေကျော်တယ်ဟာ
Thế hỏng gì, ngã lỗ mà. Quá ý đâu rồi.
โอเคဒီဟုတ်ကဲ့ကြီးကြီးဒီတော့ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟုတ်ကဲ့
5ကအဲ့လို အဲ့မလို့မီကျွန်တော်6ရက်6ညအရင်ဆုံးမလာဘူး Facebook မှာလေ Facebook မှာ ring ပြီးတော့အဲ့ပြီးမှပဲတစ်ဆင့်မှာနော်အဲ့ file ကိုနိုင်ရင် review ပါပေးပါနော်
လက်ကြီးကငါလုံးမဟာရအောင်ကြီးဖက်ကြီးကိုကွာရောင်းပြီငါလက်ကွာမှာဟာလေမင်းရောက်နေတာလားတေးလို့ငါလက်မကြက်တေးကိုမရှိထားတာဟုတ်မုန်းတဲ့နေရာကျလက်တွေကမြဲထားတာ
ဒီကြည့်နေမှမသိဘူးနော်နာမည်ခေါ်ပေးရပါတော့ကြည့်နေပြီဆိုပြောငါလုံးမနီးမပေးဘူးငါအခက်မပြောအခက်မမှာတော့ဒီမရရင်ကျွန်တော်ခက်မကြည့်ရင်ချင်းမထအဲ့တော့မင်းအဲ့တော့ယူကြည့်အောင်နားနဲ့လိမ့်လာမနေရင်ဟာတော်လေးရတယ်ကျန်းအောင်ပြောပါနော်အဲ့လိုလည်းတက်သွားပြီ
လူကမင်းတို့ကောင်းတော့ရောက်လာပြီတော်လေးရတယ်ကျန်းပါလား来了，看一下，我等会儿，拿给你吧，可以。
ပြေးရ
ဘာမှမကြောက်နဲ့ရငါနာငါရှင်းမလားရေဟုတ်ပြီ
အခုထိတော့ပွဲရောမစသေးဘူးရှင်ပေါ့နော်ရက်ပါမလို့
လာရေခေါင်းနဲ့အားလာရတယ်မိမရအောင်
ချောမကြိုက်တတ်ဘူးတဲ့ချောမကြိုက်တဲ့အဲ့လိုပေါ့ဂူရှင်ဝီကဂူရှင်ပေါ့နော်
ရေစချင်းထုတ်သေးဦးတော့ရဟာလာပဲရှိပြတာဒီစချင်း都သေးပြီဂူရှင်ရောက်တော့သေးရဟာလာပဲရှိပြနော်စမ်းကြည့်ဒီစချင်းထုတ်သေးဦးဟာရအားလုံးကကြည့်ပါကြီးတယ်ဟာရောအေးဝမ်းနဲ့ပုံသွားရပတ်ကတ်ဆိုရိုက်အားလုံးကကြည့်တယ်မာလာဘာလို့မလဲကျွန်တော်ဘာလို့
တော်ဒီ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့
ပြန်လိုက်ပဲကောင်းပါbro we are on the way တွားကြည့်လိုက်မယ် okay bro ကျွန်တော်လည်းဒီပွဲပြီးကြည့်မှာနော်
လာခွာနေမှာပဲကွာအလုံးကစမိုးလီရကြအေးတော့ငါပြဆမ်းပါရတော့ငါဒီ
စာမစသေးဘူးနဲ့အကြည့်လိုက်မယ်
ကျုံးရီလာရလူပဲကြည့်ရောကိုလက်ပြောင်းပြန်ပန်းကောင်းမယ်နော်ကိုလက်ဟုတ်ကဲ့
မစသေးဘူးအစီဒီမှာနေရလေးပါနော်
โอเคငါလိုက်ခေါ်ဝင်မိုက်ပြီလည်းခေါ်လိုက်ရောကွာနေမတ်တော့ရောက်ဝင်ညာလိုက်တယ်တန်းရဲ့ဆန်းလေးအတင်းကြီးလာတယ်ရောမင်းကွာအားလုံးငါပြောလိုက်တာဟုတ်
စကားတော့ညာနေတော့နော်
အားလုံးပါလေဘောကြီးဒီ
မစမဲ
ရောဘရောဘာလို့လဲနိုဒီကောနိုဒီကောငါတို့ကဘောဘော
အေးပါဖိုက်ပါ
ဘာကောင်းလေးလေးလို့လုံးဝငါပြင်းလိုက်ပါ
ကိုနာဆိုတော့ဘော
ပြောင်းရင်ကြီးရမှာပဲကွာအားလုံးကငါပိတ်နေတာ
ဆိုရီ
ဘာလာလဲအတင်းရင်းနေပဲကစ်ကွာရငါလုံးပါ လူကြီးကောဟောင်း
有第二道问题。
ညာငါလေးနာကောခုမှပေါ်လာ
多么尼老肉的嘞，我得回避用国际味道菜嘛喏。
就 sorry ကွာငါဘာမှမရှိလိုက်ဘူးကွာအေးအပြေးကိုမရှိဘူး
Dance is a conversation.
ဒီကမဲ့ပိုင်ဆိုင်ဘူးလို့ပါကွာလောလောရောခါစားလေး
Ja, van wil je voor die met me doen? Dan ben je naar me. Hallo, maar ik moet die jou, ja, ik weet ja.
အဲ့တော့ရရအောင်လမ်းနေထင်းကုန်နော်
Nee, waar.
一般还不咋的。
jij wel aan, ik wil wel la hoa. Ja, mini bao. Tốt à? Đây đi vào đó. Em phải đi nào chứ? Em à? Bao rồi. Mẹ lấy lên thêm vào luôn mà sao anh nhà
Cứ khi ở tàu này nó.
Sorry.
你小ငါလုံးမရောဆောင်းကိုကြီးကဘောကြီးကွာငါလို့တစ်ချက်မှလည်းကေးပဲကောက်
Lấy nào? Đúng rồi mà.
ဆိုးကဆွဲကွာ
Có đây là như nào mà. Đúng rồi. Không là bao đồ. Có đó mà. Dạ, tao ăn theo mà nó.
是。
Tao ăn theo mà đi.
ဟာရောက်ရေ
咋说你们的？对吧？都要把地主也有鸡蛋。
Chúng ta mấy mà tham gia gì thao đó, bố mà tham gia còn làm thêm nhiều. Nhưng mà
sao ngồi vậy là gói rồi mình tự à mang cái
giá tôi nói à, mình giá đâu mà giá mình rồi nó qua vậy, nó thấy nhà rồi.
người ta ngồi vậy chui nữa
Thế nó phóng mà nó bỏ vậy. À, tôi lấy những cái mà là nó thấy nói là cái đó là đóng phòng rồi. Cái này
thế
lấy đấy lý đóng không được cái video này cái đó là đóng phòng thấy không còn mấy mày làm ở đây nha à mấy ở đây gì là quan
没钱没有要不呢？交的交。
Thế bác học với lại gọi là thập báo. Nhỏ đấy rồi, đấy là
ဘာလာလို့ဘာလာလို့ဘာလာလို့
ချိုးဖို့ညာပါနော်ပွဲရောစပြီတယ်ဟိုနေ့ကျွန်တော်အကောက်စိုးလုပ်ပြီးပြီနော်ဟုတ်တယ်တင်စပြီတင်စပြီဖြစ်ပြီညံသွားလိုက်တော့
Especially against them, right? If everyone's grouping up together.
ခက်ကျွန်တော်ဆက်လိုက်
Stingray out. The Renegade secures the Stingray out.
Are they gonna do something surprising for the gold lane? Are they gonna pick up the gold?
ပွဲတင်စပြီနော်
This is too close. Right now, the front line why is mid lane still going on? It's Shana, Aurora, if my head is going. Minnow struggle here. Yeah, so but difficult. You need to go tighter. You can't pick up style.
And again, they're gonna have to face against a lineup that is a big ball of. Oh my god, is this lineup? Is this
Better
the
proof,
SS
better.
lineup? Aurora, no way, right? No way. No, sorry, take it. Now here for the gold lane. Who is it? Alice? Are we thinking Alice?
မရဘူး okay ဆိုတော့တော့မယ်နော်
Front line for a Bruno to shine. In the Moody, you know, those kinds of heroes.
အဲ့လိုကိုတွေ့တော့မတော့ဘူး
Do you still have like Melissa and Iksha available? It's such a wide pool.
ဒါနောက်ဆိုပွဲပေါ့နော်
Clint,
နောက်ဆို
okay,
ပွဲ
they
ပါ
go for the
It's the
backline
more
verse.
stable guy, closer to your front line, right? It's closer to your front line, so they can respond faster if someone goes through. So it's not that bad, but the range is a little less.
The lineup of Aurora can reach the backline of Fnatic Onyx Philippines easier. This puts a lot of pressure onto Kirk and to Brusco to make sure that they get the E,
No, you-
they get the Clint. They cannot pour everything onto the front line of Aurora.
There it is. You
Handle
called it
me.
right there.
For me, if Aurora doesn't reach their mid game power spike, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Especially if Fnatic
But you
Onyx
know,
snowballs
Emily.
with King Kong. So
ကျွန်တော်အထင်တော့ကျွန်တော်အထင်ပေါ့နော်အထင်နဲ့အမြင်ရတော့
All right, everybody, throw up.
Not doing my
and
one,
get
huh?
your coins ready. Here
Oh,
we
Dinia,
go
Dinia,
for
no,
game
rest
number
up.
7 of the grand final.
It's been years since we've gone this far. It's been months since anyone has ever made
But you feel bit
Mobile Legends.
အခုရောပုံစံထိုးပုံစံဟို frequent ပုံစံနဲ့တူပါနော်အမားရနေပေါ့
They're both gods, one game away from winning the
အခုဒီ
championship.
တော့အမားပဲပေါ့နော်နောက်ဆုံးပွဲတော့အချိန်နေ
Fnatic on
base ပဲ
Philippines versus Aurora MLBB.
Oh man, I had just realized that I have not been part of a 7-game series just yet since I started casting back in season 8, and I'm so happy to finally have it here with two amazing teams
တန်တူးတယ်အခုတော့မတူတော့လို့ရှင်နော်
Welcome to your first, Joseph, and this could also be the first for many here in this bout. Many
Cool, yeah,
athletes
let's have
putting
you, no?
everything on the line. Brusco flickers away.
ဘယ်သူဖက်ပဲရမလဲ
Just how locked in both the teams are that even if you have to defensively flicker, Kirk was right there. The other thing that I'm excited to see and point out is as we get a glimpse right now to the gold lane, is it's a classic matchup, right? This isn't the magic gold lane matchup we see a lot of
6ပါ
times.
ဘောနော်
Marks people.
ဘယ်ဘယ်
It's both
6 room
I love it.
room ဆိုကြလို့တင်
What
နေ
they
နောက်ပါ
need to
6
do. And between them, they're both capable of
နောက်
playing
ဆိုပွဲပေါ့
these
နော်ဒါကတော့
marksmen, right? You've seen
King
a Clint
Kao,
and Kelra and
speed
a
out of
Beatrix
him,
in Dominic.
King Kao.
Now Kirk gets pushed in deep. King Kong reciprocating the action, taking that small camp away. And Renegade just chasing. Renegade just clearing out. Brusco living in Demon Kite's face.
I
Brusco
wonder how this feels too for
Brusco
Renegade,
လည်း
you
အာ
know,
ကျွာ
just-
ထွက်သွားပြီးအ
He
နာ
got
မှာ
his hands
စကင်း
finally
တော်
on
တော်
the
တရားနေ
table
ပေါ့
here,
နော်
but
အာကျွာ
Brusco
ရှိ
is
တော့
playing his signature hero on the other side. And you know that with that Tigreal, you
And
have
I'm
a
a
couple
Lodiana,
options.
like-
Either you respond to when Brusco sets things up, or you can also be the guy on Tigreal and be a little aggressive. There's the flicker.
Sorry.
Good dodge there coming out from Demon Kite. First turtle for the taking here. They're going to start it up.
AOG!
Getting in position. There's a jump, not connecting, but Demon Kite will get the turtle. King Kong goes down first. And now looking for more. They're on the hunt. Brusco should be able to get away, but Rora comes out with that one.
2 minutes in, first turtle down. Brusco protecting King Kong's orange buff. It's very rare that you see King Kong cornered like this. It's been a while since we've seen King Kong get deprived of his resources this early on. And Demon Kite commits Grand Theft Orange. 1,000 gold ahead now is Aurora. Joseph, I hate to say it, but is Fnatic running out of tank in the gas right now?
I think it's more so this, Leo. They haven't been tested like this, like you said in your intro. When was the last time Fnatic went through this kind of testament through a series, especially this long? That's where it really comes down to even the mental endurance of the players here.
Then this might be their true test. Look at King Kong slow rolling his theft of the orange, taking a small camp along the way. Edward catches him. Still a little baby there. RWM
gonna be able to get out. Walk up through curve. Oh no, he's in trouble. King Kong gets punished again. And Demon Kite says, "Get out of my jungle."
They've cornered the beast and slain him twice now. Edward canceling the AOG, getting inside Fnatic Onyx's head. And now Demon Kite's gonna clean up house. They're about 2,000 gold up now. And the second turtle has
This is pretty crazy because for a player that is so integral part of the success of FNOP.
That's the regular season MVP.
That's the regular season MVP. He is now falling behind in terms of trying to keep up with the pacing being set. And Demon Kite has adjusted throughout the series, got his hands on this alpha, and is just proving to be a nuisance. Sometimes he doesn't even get caught because he defensively uses the Sphere of Alpha.
And then re-engages. Turtles up and just as quickly taken down. Aurora, 100% turtle take rate 4 minutes in.
Oh, this is trouble right here for Fnatic Onyx. They're going to have to go ahead and just kind of buckle up at this point. We know the statistic, 2 turtles back-to-back for a team, what they can do for the early game into the mid-game here, so they might try to, scrap up what they can. You can see the placements here for King Kong, where he's going. Even though we got punished last time, he doesn't care. He's still going to be in the jungle of DK.
And that's what led him to be such a successful jungler in the regular season. Continue playing the map. Continue finding resources until you can get there. And in this series alone, in this 7-game series, we've seen him do this with a Nolan. Yep. Now, with a Suyo, that's a whole nother story. Looking at the item game, about 1,500 between Kelra and Doming. Dear God.
Whoa.
Doming is on a gold mine. Where did he get all that money? Where is it from? Because everywhere else is equal down the middle. Aurora have successfully followed everything to Doming.
That was purely just, I guess, the farming and all that turret.
The shielding. And I guess he was double laning.
That's a, I don't know, man. That's a smart cowboy right there.
That's a rich cowboy.
That's a rich cowboy right now because they're going to have to deal with that. He's also now on the top side, so they're just going to leave him alone, let him do his thing. Doming farming up. Fnatic will push that bottom turret themselves. They can't get it fully just yet because they can't overextend, and that's another turret now in the hands here for Aurora.
Clean for Aurora. So far, top lane tier 1 taken down, bottom lane tier 1 taken down. The map is shrinking for Kelra. And King Kong just struggling to keep anything and everything in his own jungle. Luckily, his retribution is still on point, but that means all turtles, they're conceding over to Aurora.
Yeah, this is going to be the 3 for 3. I'd be surprised to see FNOP try to fight this, but they don't even get a chance. It's so quick to go down here. This is looking really good for Aurora right now. Nice, comfortable lead at 2.6, almost 3K up. Under the 7-minute mark, all 3 objectives in your favor, and they can play around the map now as they set their eyes on the tier 2 here at the top.
You mentioned earlier how Renegade's Tigreal can actually play both offensively and defensively. I don't see him playing defensively or reactively at all. If anything, his mere presence is sending shivers down Brusco's spine. Brusco can't even cross the river right now. That's not what you want to see in a show.
not what you
Tawa
want to
yo
see,
pi
man. Maybe,
ni
you
ya
know,
lo
this
no.
is now up to King Kong to just play the map. He's going to have to do the best he can, but I'm even worried for him because if he's pushing somewhere else, there's so many tools to go ahead and try to catch him. And that's exactly what they're looking to do now. Renegade is still going to be used. King Kong will spawn him out with the Queller. But now, again, tier 2s are being pressured. We saw Fnatic Onyx do this even the previous game this early on. Mid lane, toss up from Kirk. Armor Wrath going to be used. Demon Kite won't land the Spear of Alpha. They still want to fight. Eternal Guard going to be dropped down. They're going to try to fight. There's the kick coming out from Brusco. And Renegade goes in, finds the lockdown, and Demon Kite's taken out by Kelra. They're still hunting for more. Domang falls. Kelra trying to buy time. UA and Edward chasing him down. Kelra, will he be able to get the space he needs? Rora loses 2.
The gold step.
Đại chào à.
Ander gets away with murder. Fnatic Onyx first win in this 8-minute game. 2 kills. One on DK, another on Doming. Those are the 2 perfect targets. Everyone else is just an accessory to Aurora's success right now. That is what Fnatic Onyx needed. How did they set that up? An amazing play. It started with Kirk playing footsies, faking and primal round. Alright, they engaged, popping the rule regulation. Next thing you know, Kelra was in the back blasting him.
Oh, that's what you gotta watch out for. I mean, he even used that flicker, right? So they're not gonna have a couple of these battle spells now for this fight. So Rora will go ahead and start things up. They know have the advantage with the ultimates that they have. They still have to respect. That's not to do.
That's all of them in there. Lord now on a 10th of its health.
They're gonna go for it. There's the jump body. And Renegade gonna be in trouble. And David Kite gets the Lord. Spear of Alpha gonna be able to lock down King Kong and Brusco. Edward trying his best, but he falls next. The 2-for-2 trade, but Rora gets the Lord.
Damn straight, Joseph. At the end of the day, Aurora win that trade. A roamer and an XP laner for a Lord, the opposing jungler, and the roamer. The math checks out. Aurora maintaining composure, recovering from that 2 free kills that Fnatic Onyx scored about a minute ago. Looking at the items. Luckily, Kelra has been farming up. He didn't die in that exchange, so he's now just down about just under 1,000.
Yeah,
I think
That's bro. Too much
on the gold standard. On the Filipino Savage, he can get over his trauma from losing to Edward 3 years ago. He can get over his trauma from losing to Demon Kite 2 years ago. It's got to come here, now, culminating in this moment.
They're all going to have to lock in here on the defense. Even if it's this first Lord here, they should be able to work through it. Another turret going down. Fnatic Onyx holding on to what they can. Holy Shield still actually up here on the top side as they clear out the minions and keep the shields alive for now.
Even in mid, key use of the magic flare. King Kong in no man's land. He's in the pixel brush. He gets spotted.
UA! Spots him out.
Luckily, a quick tap on the surge will get him out of there. But if it was any other position, if it was in the big river brush, they could have flickered in and caught him.
I guess King Kong is in a, in a way, if he's got to take a little bit of a risk, make some plays, move around the map, he's going to do it.
He's going to have to act as a threat magnet. If he's not in the base, and he's not where Aurora can see him, that means it's up to shenanigans. So Aurora have to clamp down on that. How much they give, he can deal some level of damage, but he's not as big a threat as Demon Kite. Demon Kite is a wall. Demon Kite is a house.
I
would say if they can dodge, like one of the biggest things obviously is the Avatar Guardian from Edward, but even the Spear of Alpha, the Spear of Alpha, if it catches multiple members from Fnatic Onyx, they're in trouble. And that's why they have to almost utilize even the Eternal Guard if it's dropped down at the right mark to kind of help peel if they need to or initiate. That's what's gonna help them win the fights.
Oh wow, slow push up top. Couple of rogue minions left over by Fnatic Onyx. Popping that holy shield too. There is some hope. Sonics all around the world watching. Fans in the Philippines. fans in Indonesia, fans all around the globe.
17 မိနစ်တော့
Watch
17မိနစ်
closely.
တော့
This Lord dance might be the last.
ကြည့်ရပါတယ်
Purple getting secured here by King Kong first. Lord here, not out of 10.
Are they going to get there in time? Brusco jumping in the back. Demon Kite will get the Lord in the exchange. They're trying to run for it. They cover down the fire. Brusco flickers on out. No one goes down, but Demon Kite finally a Domeng.
Oh, sniper. ရပါတယ်ပတ်တယ်ထင်နေပါကျွန်တော်
Goes forward and gets Kaura. The 1-for-1, but the objective here for Aurora.
It's the same situation. Deja vu. One might argue a 1-for-1, but Aurora walks away with a big one. The Lord, the enhanced Lord, marching through mid. No holy shields. And they have to defend the hard way.
They're going to be able to clear this out. Kaura will be back up in time. What does Aurora still want to look for? Or is that all they're going to get? Brusco.
Check Brusco.
Might try to make a play, goes in. Not going to be able to find the connector. Brusco goes in. Trouble UA again. Turning things around. And now without Brusco, they might lose the base turrets next.
It was too risky an angle. Not enough of a distance to come in and catch a good side. And now Aurora sending a wave down bottom. Fnatic Onyx defending for their life. They need to hold out. They need to extend this. 4-5 more minutes into the next Lord.
They keep it together. Base turrets still up. A little bit of a desperation trying to set things up. It didn't work out that time, Leo.
Brusco believes that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and he took his shot. And he is not throwing away his shot. He's young, he's scrappy, and just like everyone else in his team, he's hungry for this victory. Grant that purple by Demon Kite. Slowly but surely ballooning this lead up to 1,000. Approaching 1,000 minutes in. About a minute until the next Lord spawns. Luckily for Fnatic Onyx, that is the long lane for them, wherein it's the softer side of the You know what? Maybe Brusco should save those big ticket kicks for the Lord fight.
I agree, you know, and I think that last attempt, knowing that they could have just gone for it, maybe something happened, but if we saw a preview of the Lord fights like the last one, what do they have to change here? Because it didn't go that well for them.
Started before the Lord begins. I think Fnatic Onyx have been relying on the turn a little too much, and Aurora have smarted up to it. Aurora said enough is enough. You've turned on too many people in the regular season already.
They just pressed the gas.
They just press the gas, they lean into it. And Aurora are so good at the turn. They're so good at welcoming Fnatic Onyx into their own pit, into their own ring. And that's what this lineup was made to do. The Tigreal, the Eve, the Alpha, dude. All Doming needs to do is clean up all these all these rogues.
All these rogues. It's about to be high noon. Actually, it's past the high noon at this point. Game 7. Past 15 minutes. This Lord going to be crucial for either team. It's a half health. Brusco and Kirk down the front. Kelvin not going to find the runner shot. Eternal Guard going to be dropped down. They get that out. There's the implosion coming out from Brusco. Could be in trouble. They're trying to get the zone, but King Kong's out of the picture. Again, gets the Lord. Fnatic on the Philippines trying to withstand the fight. Edward jumps into the backside. Brusco will kick him in the face. And Edward's still alive until Kirk takes him out. It's a battle in the mid lane. Shows them the shot to the face, and they're on the run to the defense. What a turnaround! Started. With the monster mage, the lunatic prince. Total anarchy in the Lord pit. He took advantage of that. He had eyes on the prize. And the enhanced Lord walk for Fnatic Onyx Philippines back to back with Ultra Instinct.
Oh, 来架了，把气打雷，闹架你 နေခါဘူးနော်အေးပါထိနေပါတယ်ဖွိုင်းခံပဲပြီတဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ထိပါကြည့်နေတယ်အော်အေးပါအနာယူဆွဲဘူးRosa era,
I wouldn't want Game 7 to be any other way than how this has been for the past 18 minutes. And it brings us back to that. The Lord coming up in a minute. Are they going to try to make a play? Are they trying to get a numbers advantage? Because now the defensive items come into play with this.
Now they start juggling. Demon Kite just picked up his immortality. Demon Kite also has a winner crown. So he can jump in.
ကျွန်တော်ဒီပွဲပြီးနားမှာပဲကြည့်ပါတယ်။ဝယ်နောက်ဆိုပွဲကိုအချင်းနဲ့အပိချရပါဘူး။ကြားရအောင်လို့နော်။
That the box does not belong to them.
ကျွန်တော်ဇွန်တော့တက်မှာနော်။မင်းနဲ့စာပြီးဇွန်တက်မှာနော်။ဒီနောက်ကျပါအဲ့လိုနေရှိလို့နော်ဒီနေ့အရေးကြီးရောလေ
look at the damage dealt by you
နောက်ကျပါဘူးနော်9နိုင်ခွဲရပါဘူးတနိုင်ပဲ stream ရတော့မှာနော်ဒီနေ့ကတော့အဲ့လိုတောင်းဝင်ပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ recap ကလည်းကျွန်တော် double ဝယ်ပြီးသေးပါနော်မဆန်တော့နောက်တစ်ပုတ်ပြီးတော့မယ်နောက်တစ်ပုတ်တင်ရောအားပေးကြပါနော်episode 2က1 ပြီး
Sans they're all the
okay
same
bro okay ba
they are man and they come in clutch when it's needed most
okay bro
and that is a huge
let's show you know
for
kuna
both
show
these ends, both these teams here
okay 9 minutes
Lord
yeah
has already spawned this is an evolved Lord dare I say whoever scores this might as well take home the championship River Control going over Aurora first to the scene. They do take the Little Wanderer. Renegade still has his flicker, still has his immortality. There's a lot of engage on Aurora. How does Fnatic Onyx juggle all of those factors?
Can really be either team here that decides to start things up. King Kong will make his way to the fight. Or is he going to try to push and play something else here?
Might get soft reset here.
Where's King Kong going?
There it is, King Kong taking the long way around. Flanking from the east. Domin can't see. Demon Kite either.
ကျွန်တော်နောက်တစ်ပတ်အတွင်းပေါ့ event နိုင်ရောကျွန်တော် view ပေးမှာနော် weekly ပတ်ကို
He might be too late.
ဟိုပဲရောက်ပါ
Lord already secured.
တော့ရောက်ပဲပေါ့နော်အရင်လိုပုံစံ run down နော်
King Kong is he going to go for Doming?
အဲ့ဒီ event ကတော့အဲ့လို Facebook မှာ follow ပေးရမှာလာပြီးတော့ follow ပေးရမှာနော် YouTube follow ရမှာလို့ Facebook မှာပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော် follower လို့ပေါ့နော် Facebook follower 100တော့တော့ရောက်ပြီးပါမှာနော်အရင်တော့ရောက်2ရောက်လာမထုတ်သေးဘူးကိုရဲ့ကိုရဲ့တဲ့အဲ့ဒါတို့လည်းတော်တယ်မရမလို့တော်တယ်မတော်ပြီးမရမနော်ဒါ ID မပေးထားဆိုလေအဲ့လို ID ပါပေးထားခိုင်းမို့နော်နောက်ခေါက်ပြေဝေလို့ရောအဲ့လိုတစ်ခါထည့်ပေးရပါနော်ဝင်လာပါပြီဆို even လာမှာ even လာနေအဲ့လိုခိုင်တော့ရပါအဲ့ event အတွက် time ကိုဖြည့်ပြီးတော့
And what's King Kong doing? Joseph, is he back? Is he going for the back door?
He looks like he might be. He's actually.
တွားရင်းနေဒီဇုံးနဲ့အဆုတ်တက်ပါမလားရောရနေရောနော်
Just gonna handle that wave. He sees the entry.
He sees it. They see it. He has to go home. He has to go home.
He's gonna go home. They're gonna defend here. Lord's gonna be worked on. Eternal Guard already dropped down. There's the box once again. The AOG is gonna be used. They're clearing out the minions. And Lusko trying to get out. And Spirit Alpha coming out from Demon Kite. Kirk gets the killing spree and upward goes down too. And the explosion comes through. And they turn it around. 4 members of Aurora are down. And Domeng will try to go to base. But FNUP, after a decisive team fight victory, will prep up to march in. And Domeng, he can't even get back to base in time. It's all on him. It's all on him. From a dominating regular season to a hard-fought grand finals, the Sonics will not be beat by the likes of Aurora. They stand unbreakable. And new MPL Philippines champions, Fnatic Onyx Philippines. I said it before and I will say it again, Leo.
Okay,
they are too damn good
They are a
ကျွန်တော်
force
လည်း
of
ထမင်းစားပြီး
nature.
zone တက်လိုက်မှာပေါ့နော်ကို okay ခဏတော့
Seemingly unstoppable.
ဒီနေ့ရှိတယ်95ဆိုမဆိုပါ okay အဲ့ဒါပါပဲကျွန်တော်နောက်နေ့တင်တွေ့မှာနော်နောက်နေ့တော့နောက်နေ့နည်းနည်းစောစောလာခဲ့မှာနော်နောက်နေ့လည်းဗီဒီယိုတင်ပါနော်ဗီဒီယိုဂေးဆော့တာဗီဒီယိုပေါ့မတင်ရော activity လို့ဖြစ်နေပါနော်ဗီဒီယိုမတင်သေးတော့ okay pro kit see you ပါဗျာအားလုံးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်နောက်လည်းဗီဒီယိုမှာတင်တွေ့ချင်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာ